Welcome to Southern Miss Today. I'm Kirsty Lowry at the top of the hour with your news. On November 3rd, the Hattiesburg community will have the chance to learn about a Mississippi journalist. Bill Miner is a Mississippi journalist featured in the film Eyes on Mississippi, a film that centers on Miner's life and career. Miner began working as a journalist in 1947. Miner was one of the journalists that covered stories about the civil rights movement. Ellen Ann Fentress, who directed and produced the one-hour film, will give a speech after the screening. The film begins at 5:30 p.m. in the lobby of the Liberal Arts Building. In other art news around the area, an exhibit on Southern photography will be open soon. The exhibit, which is titled The Photographer as Participant Observer, Ed Wheeler and the Gulf Oil Rigs, 1981 through 1985, will be on display in the Cook Library November 5th through December 15th. The opening reception will include talks by Western Kentucky University's Joe Millcap and the University of Southern Mississippi's Chuck Cook. The School of Mass Communication and Journalism at the University of Southern Mississippi will welcome Bill Imada on November 3rd. Imada is the founder of the IW Group, and he will discuss how to effectively use social media to reach different communities. The lecture will be free and open to the public. There are many organizations on campus with upcoming events. Here is Brandon Harrison with a closer look at what an organization is doing this fall.
I recently spoke with John Van Thiel, the campus minister of the Catholic Student Association, to learn more about the Win a Nissan Sentra fundraiser and the fundraiser's origin.
It was Father Marks, actually. He is the pastor here at St. Thomas, and he was looking for a way to raise money to fund the different activities for the Catholic Student Association. He got it from his previous posting where he was pastor on a reservation in North Dakota. He would do this similar fundraiser with them, and they were very successful.
Van Thiel also mentioned the success of last year's fundraiser.
We did really well. We broke even, which is a plus, and then we actually made money off of it and was able to fund the activities for this coming semester.
Van Thiel discussed what someone has to do to get a ticket, as well as the price and runner-up prizes.
All they have to do is call the church office or come by the church office, and you can purchase a ticket. We have tickets sold every weekend at the masses, so if you're at St. Thomas and you're attending Mass, you can purchase one there, or any day of the week at the church office. They are $100 a ticket. The drawing is December 1st, and there are some runner-up cash prizes, so if you're not the grand prize winner of the car, you do have a chance of coming home with a little bit of cash.
If you want to get a ticket, you can go to the weekend masses at St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church on West 4th Street. You will be able to buy tickets until Thanksgiving weekend. I'm Brandon Harrison, WUSM.
Thanks, Brandon. Now here is a look at your news around the Pine Belt. Recently, Adrienne Murphy used her deceased son's kidney to save her pastor's life. Murphy, who lost her son due to a work-related accident, found out that her son was an organ donor after his death, so she donated one of his kidneys to Pastor Michael Miner. Miner had previously been on dialysis for 2 years prior to receiving the kidney. On Thursday, Hattiesburg honored 2 fallen police officers. Benjamin Dean and LaCorey Tate were honored during an after-hours event at Southern Bone and Joint. Throughout the event, the families of the fallen officers were presented with trees to be planted in honor of Dean and Tate. Now here's a look at your news around the state. Parents of students at Purvis High School are upset after several photos of their children were posted on Instagram with profanity and racial slurs. The parents say that they were not notified about the posts by Lamar County school officials. The school officials say that there will be more security at the high school while the investigation is ongoing. The Instagram account has been deactivated, and the person who created the account is still unknown. Thursday, the Laurel Police Department arrested 31-year-old Patrick Coleman at a traffic stop. Coleman was in possession of 2 grams of methamphetamine. During the traffic stop, Coleman tried to run from the police but was caught. His bail has been set at $10,000. Now here is a look at your news from around the nation. President Obama wants students to spend less time taking standardized tests. Saturday, Obama called for the capping of standardized testing at 2% class time. According to a study of the nation's largest school districts, students spend approximately 20 to 25 hours a school year taking tests. To further his goal, Obama says he is going to work with the states, school districts, parents, and teachers to make sure that schools put less emphasis on standardized testing. 4 people are dead after a car drove through a parade in Oklahoma. Saturday, 25-year-old Adacia Avery Chambers drove her car through the crowd at the annual Oklahoma State University Homecoming Parade. Along with the 4 deaths, approximately 47 others were also critically injured. Chambers was accused of driving under the influence and is facing up to 4 charges of second-degree murder. If convicted, she will face life in prison. After being denied their license, a couple was able to get married on Saturday. Moorhead, Kentucky residents April Miller and Karen Roberts were able to tie the knot after they were originally denied their license by Kentucky County Clerk Kim Davis. They told guests that the one rule they had for their wedding day was that no one mentioned Davis, who became famous for denying gay and lesbian couples the right to marry, even after the Supreme Court legalized same-sex marriage. That's all I have for your news. Stay tuned after the break for local sports and weather updates.
Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today. I'm Kirsty Lowry here with your local sports and weather updates. Saturday, the University of Southern Mississippi football team defeated the Charlotte 49ers. The Golden Eagles won against the 49ers in blowout fashion with a final score of 44-10. This Saturday, the Eagles will face off against the University of Texas at El Paso in Hattiesburg at 1:30 p.m. If you can't go to the game, you can catch the live broadcast on Fox College Sports. On Sunday, the Lady Eagles volleyball team swept the University of Alabama at Birmingham with a final score of 3-0. The win brought the Lady Eagles up to 8-3 in conference play. This Thursday, the Lady Eagles will travel to Houston, Texas to play against the University of Houston. On Friday, the Lady Eagles soccer team was defeated by the University of North Texas with a score of 2-0. This Friday, the Lady Eagles will take on the University of Alabama at Birmingham at 7 p.m. For more information on the game, you can visit the Southern Miss official athletics website. In high school sports, Oak Grove High School took a loss against Brandon High School with a score of 28-16. Hattiesburg High School defeated Gaucher High School 27-19. Petal High School defeated Meridian High School with a score of 28-27. That's all I have for your local sports updates. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today we are experiencing some light rain and cooler temperatures. This afternoon the low will be 70 degrees with a 60% chance of rain. Tonight temperatures will dip into the high 60s with an 80% chance of rain. That's all I have for your weather updates. Stay tuned for Southern Miss Today, but first, here is Me and My Dog by the Pine Belt Pickers. Kirsty Lowry, Southern Miss Radio.